It's hard to believe that we are this far into summer and there is already talk about how close we are to school starting back. Soon, students and teachers will be doing all they have to do to get ready for a new school year. Once they begin school, somebody, maybe a principal or a school counselor, will have a time to talk to everybody about the school handbook. That handbook is important because it is through that made aware of what is expected from them and what is considered to be wrong. In Romans chapter 3, verses 9 through 20, the Apostle Paul writes about how the law of God is that way. Verse 20 says, "Therefore, no one will be declared righteous in his sight by observing the law. Rather, through the law we become conscious of sin." This is important for all to understand. In verses 9 through 18, Paul reminds his readers that everyone is a sinner and no one can legitimately claim otherwise. But how do we become aware of that sin? God has given us the Old Testament law to make us conscious of what is sinful. He defines this very clearly. Because of the new covenant of grace, we're no longer under many of these laws, but the law remains for the purpose for which it was given. When we obey the laws that do apply, we are doing what we're supposed to do. But obeying those laws does not save us. We are saved by grace through faith. Students and teachers, look for that handbook when school begins. It will help you to be conscious of what your school expects. And Christians, let's be thankful that God has given us His law that we might be conscious of our sin. I'm so glad we have that. How about you? Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.